What's up, everybody? It's Ken, the owner and founder of 301 Rowe. This fine dining, beautiful French restaurant is coming to the Whitby Waterfront. And like I promised everybody in the community, as we're going through the renovations to the building and get everything set up, I'm going to do this little blog where we take you on this journey with us and help you to understand why we're doing the things we're doing and why it's coming along. Now, one of the very first things I want to talk to everybody about is the parking lot. Last week, we had to put the gate up and prohibit people from coming into the parking lot to launch their kayaks and canoes. Now, I know the town of Whitby has put a beautiful little canoe launch area there, kayak launch area there, and people have been taking advantage of it. But unfortunately, while we're in construction, we had to get a specific type of insurance policy. It's construction insurance that protects our workers and everybody that goes into the building during construction. And it prohibits anybody from parking on the property that isn't here for the construction. So I'm sorry about that. One thing that has been abundantly clear to me, though, we've talked to dozens of people. I actually spent a lot of time down here over the last week just talking to people that were coming to launch their kayak. And we do recognize that the town has turned this into something that is much like a staple of the town. So we are going to look seriously at this. As we get ready to finish the renovations and open the restaurant, we're actually going to make the parking lot much bigger than it is. And we're going to take a serious look at if there's any way we can add some specific parking spots for loading and unloading kayaks to our parking lot. And we will get back to you on that. But I thought what I'd do now is kind of give you a little update on what's actually happening inside of the building. Now, in order to do our renovations in the building, we had to work with the municipal authority, the Town of Whitby Building Department, and we hired our own architects from Naylor Architecture. Chris Naylor, amazing architect in Toronto. If you're looking for an architect to help you with the project, I'd highly recommend them. And the architects and the Town of Whitby went back and forth. We had engineers get involved to put plans together, and that process took about 8 months to get done. So now that it's finished, we have a set of plans that we have to adhere to. Like, we have to stay completely in line with the plans. And these are the plans right here. I showed them to you in another video, but that's what our team is doing. So where we're at right now is a lot of the finishing, the wine cellar that we're gonna have in here, the artwork for the walls, everything we're putting in the restaurant, the kitchen equipment, we're ordering it all directly from the manufacturers abroad. And so we're in the middle of finishing that ordering process. I'm actually taking a trip this week into Hong Kong, China, and Vietnam, where a lot of the stuff is coming from, to finalize the fabrics and the tables and everything else. We are keeping the floor that's in here. We're gonna refinish the floor because it's original. But what you'll see our construction guys doing now is they're taking all of the drywall off the inside of the building. So as part of keeping this to code, the thing you have to understand is that we're taking a building that was built in 1850, and it's gone through some renovations and fixings along the way. But inside of the walls, we're still talking about wood that is 150, 180 years old. And you can see over the years, now that we've taken the drywall off this wall, when they first built it, they put one post here and another one here. Now, in the construction world we live in today, when we're building walls, we talk about having 16-inch centers. And what a 16-inch center means is that from here to here would be 16 inches. But they didn't do that back in 1850. So you can see in the construction, there's a lot of 2x4s that have been added. So the last time that these walls were opened, they tried to bring it up as close to code as they could. So right now, our team is spending a significant amount of time just taking all the old drywall off. So they have to take it all off. And the reason they have to take all the old drywall off the walls is that in order to successfully transition this from a residence to a commercial property, the fire rating has to go up significantly. So in this center area here, you'll notice that the drywall has been completely taken off all the walls. The reason for that is the drywall wasn't thick enough. The drywall that has to go on these walls is all 5/8 because the fire rating will be higher. And essentially the idea is in this common area here, God forbid there ever was a fire, we would have to create an environment where there's enough time for people to get out. And so with the 5/8 thickness of drywall, it creates that ability for people to get out. So All of the drywall is off, a lot of the walls in here. We're going into this room here, and according to our plans, let me just turn this around so you can see it. So this is where the bathroom is going to be for the main floor upstairs, and we've got a little storage closet where we can keep linens and things. And then over here in this corner is where the dumb waiter and the workstation is. So there's only going to be a couple tables in this room when it's finished. And then if we go down the hallway here, these are going to be amazing rooms. So they're going to be normally set up for about 20 people to eat in here, but these are going to be kept as separate rooms. So if somebody wants to have a private function, you can rent one of these rooms and the table can be made into one big table. And that's the same as this room here. So on the top floor, we're going to have seating for about 45 people. And then on the main floor, we're gonna have seating for another 45 people. So that's what we're up to now. We're heavy into renovation here at the property, following the plans, of course, as we go through all this stuff. And then I'm making a quick trip over to China to make sure that we get everything set up over there. And we're on track. As it sits right now, we're in July. We're looking at, I want to say, like conservatively, somewhere between November and December. If everything goes well and stays on track, that's when we think we should be opening the restaurant. And we're really excited about opening this restaurant. It's going to be an amazing addition to the Whitby waterfront.